Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Lane. Today we're doing a realistic rebuild of the Oakland Raiders. If you didn't know, I do new rebuilds every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. But let's go check out the team. Their starting quarterback is Derek Carr. He's an 80 overall star development. At running back, they have Doug Martin, 78 overall, Jalen Richards, 75 overall. But they did draft Josh Jacobs, 74 overall, 21 years old. He has 83 break tackle, 85 speed, 90 acceleration, 87 agility. Their number one receiver is Antonio Brown, 98 overall, superstar X Factor. The number two receiver is Williams, 83 overall. They also have Grant and Nelson, but they did draft Hunter Renfrow, 70 overall, Noma development, 22 years old, 85 speed, 87 acceleration, 85 catching, 79 catch in traffic. Their starting tight end is Wilson, 76 overall. The right tackle is Trent Brown, 82 overall. The right guard, Jackson, 77 overall. Their center, Hudson, 93 overall. Their left guard's Incognito, 75 overall, and their left tackle is Miller, 71 overall. I mean, this offense is pretty good. We might need a new left tackle, a center eventually, a left guard eventually, because Incognito and Hudson are up there in age. I'm not really sure what we're going to do about Derek Carr. We're going to have to wait and see how he performs. But let's go check out the defense. Their number one corner is Conley. He's a 79 overall. Their second corner is Lawson, 75 overall, and their third corner is Worley, 73 overall. The right end is Marwa, 73 overall. The defensive tackle is Hurst, 78 overall star development, and Hankins, 76 overall star development. Their left end is the newly drafted Cleveland Farrell, 74 overall, 22 years old, 67 power boost, 76 finesse, 81 speed, 86 acceleration. I imagine he has at least superstar development. Their strong safety is Carl Joseph, 78 overall star development. I think we will put him on the trade block because I think he's going to get traded before the start of the season because they did draft Jonathan Abram, 69 overall, Noma development, 22 years old, 91 speed, 67 zone, 68 tackles, 79 pursuit. Left outside linebacker is Whitehead, 76 overall. The middle linebacker is Brandon Marshall, 75 overall. The right outside linebacker is Burfict, 76 overall. And their free safety is Joyner, 85 overall, star development, 28 years old. This is going to be a very, very tough rebuild, but let's see if we can trade Joseph away. We do have trade offers for Carl Joseph. Let's see what we can get for him. I mean, he's 25 years old. A 2 and a 6 from the Steelers. We can get Eli Apple, a 3 and a 5. 3 and a 7, Lewis, a 3 and a 6. Now, do we want a corner, or would we rather a second-round pick? I'm thinking a second-round pick, because Eli Apple's not all that great in my opinion. So let's get that second-round pick. At the midseason mark, we are 3-3-1. The Chiefs and the Broncos are 5-3. The Chargers are 4-4. There's no way we're going to come in third place. I can't imagine us winning any more than 3 games. Maybe 4 if we're lucky, but I doubt it. Looks like Hudson's going to be a free agent. He is. And I feel like we have to bring him back. He's a 93 overall. We have $52.3 million in cap space. He wants 3 years, though. I don't know about that. Let's try. We'll try it. Because he is a 93 overall. He will resign. That's good. Crowell, I don't want. Doug Martin, I don't want. Ryan Grant, I don't want. Burfict, I'm not a huge fan of his, but he is a good player. A little dirty. I mean, I'll give you that, but I don't know. Let's try it. That's fine. Who else is going to be a free agent? Incognito, goodbye. Brandon Marshall, goodbye. Richard, he wouldn't be a bad number 2 guy if Josh Jacobs gets up. I mean, Josh Jacobs should be starting in my opinion. So let's go 4 years, 2.7, 1.04. He's going to take that. That's good. Luke Wilson, maybe for 1 or 2 years. 3 years, 1.9 actually. That's not bad. He's going to re-sign. That's good. Lawson, a lot of these corners just aren't good. I'll bring him in for 2 years, 2.9, because we can cut him. That'll be fine maybe next year. No, Worley, 73 overall. That's just not good. But I don't have anything better. That's the only problem. I don't want any of these other guys. Maybe Cooper. But that's probably it. Maybe Kabinda. Maybe Kirkland. But not right now. We'd have to wait for the offseason. Mike Glennon. Absolutely not. Let's go to the playoffs. Of course, we didn't make the playoffs. Let's see how we did. We went 4-11. So like I said, maybe one more win. The Chiefs 10-6. The Chargers 9-7. The Broncos 7-9. Take a look at the stats. Derek Carr, about 4,000 yards. 30 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. That's really not a bad year. Doug Martin, 983, 5 touchdowns. Jacobs, 18 yards, 4 touchdowns, if you say so. Antonio Brown, 1,100 yards, 3 touchdowns. Ryan Grant, 942 with 7. Wilson, 778 with 8. Might bring back Grant, by the way. Williams, 581, 5 touchdowns. Richards, 319 with 2. On defense, Brandon Marshall, 113 tackles. Whitehead, 113 as well. 104 for Lawson. Sack totals. 3 for Burfict, Mawa, Hurst, 2 for Whitehead, only 1 for Cleveland Farrell. That's a little concerning. Interceptions. Burfict, Whitehead, Marshall, Conley, and Worley. That's going to be probably the hardest rebuild in the game. Actually, maybe the Dolphins. Safeties, Mawa, Hurst, Cleveland Farrell. No defensive touchdowns. Yearly awards, what do we have? Baker Mayfield with the MVP. Gurley, Brady, Mariota. There's not going to be any Raiders here, obviously. Coach of the Year, Pete Carroll. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Baker Mayfield, Tom Brady, Bell. Hey, we have Derek Carr at 9. That's surprising. Defensive Player of the Year, Telvin Smith, Miles Jack. Justin Houston's there. Edmonds is there. No Raiders. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Josh Jacobs at 3, which is good. Foster Moreau at number 7. No, I'm not really even sure who that was. I didn't see that on the list. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Ed Oliver. We have Cleveland Farrell at 5. No Jonathan Abram. That's not really a big concern. Still haven't changed Wallace, which is kind of strange. Now, what are we going to have for XP? Because this team is not good right now. 1 for Derek Carr. 2 for Miller. A few in the offensive line other than that. What about Hunter Renfrow? He has 3, which is good. Josh Jacobs, star, 3 XP. That's good. So he'll be starting next year. On defense, Farrell's star development, 5 XP, which is good. Abram want to be a 70. That's not all that great. Corners aren't doing great. Maurice Hurst has 2, will be an 80. Oh, man, this is going to be a tough rebuild. Let's go find out who's going to win the Super Bowl. The Chargers beat the Seahawks 45-21. Let's take a look at the stats. Rivers, 243, 4 touchdowns. Wilson, 229, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Carson, 68 yards. Gordon with a touchdown. Jackson with a touchdown. Penny with a touchdown. Receiving, Keenan Allen, 6 for 112 with a touchdown. David Moore, 6 for 76 with a touchdown. Williams with a touchdown. Benjamin with a touchdown. Metcalf with a touchdown. Henry with a touchdown. All kinds of touchdowns to go around. Now, I think the Raiders are going to spend big next offseason because I believe that's when they're going to Las Vegas, if I remember correctly. I don't really remember who's here other than Eric Ebron. Crowell we don't want. Doug Martin, even though I do like him, we don't want. Ryan Grant played pretty well, but he's 29 years old, so that just doesn't make sense to me. Incognito, absolutely not. I mean, Richards has star development as a backup. That's not terrible. So like 3 years, 1.4 isn't a big deal. That'll be fine. No. Jonathan Cooper, no. Kabinda, I do want to bring back. I don't even know how you say his name. I believe it is. Let's go 4 years, 1.1. That's good. Kirkland, the right guard, 62 overall, but as a backup, like, is that really all that bad? I don't think so. Let's bring him in. Smith, Glennon, absolutely not. Sharp, Davey? I don't know how to say that. Advance the week. I want to see who is going to be here. What do we have for money? 20.69. And we probably can open that up if we wanted to. Kendall Fuller makes so much sense. It really does. I feel like I bring him almost to all my teams, but last time we did, who did we just do? The Jets I just recorded. They don't have a single quarter. I mean, it just makes sense to me. I'm going to give him 10 million, 6.32, 98 points. That's not even enough. Would you rather your 4 years? Is that what you're trying to say? We're going to have to cut some people, make some money, because if we can't sign free agents, what is this team going to do? They have some good young players, don't get me wrong, but we have to try to bring in some guys. So we're up by 5, that's fine. Eric Ebron would be interesting. I'm not going to do it, though. Ngakoue would be interesting, but I don't think that makes sense. Ronald Darby, though, he doesn't have any offers. What if we do 3, 6.5, 3.95, 82? Isn't that bad? I would like to just get all new corners. I want to see if we can cut any money. I know Derek Carr we could probably cut, but I'd rather trade him. Let's see. 6 point, yeah, Derek Carr. Terrell Williams, I really don't mind if we just cut him loose, but probably not right now. Gabe Jackson eventually. Whitehead. I almost just want to do it right now so we can get a better pick next year. So I think that is what we're going to do. Or maybe we could just sign somebody. We're going to have to wait and see. What else can we do? Not Antonio Brown, obviously. No. Yeah, nothing really else. We just have a lot of money and a few players, which is strange. All right, let's advance the week. Actually, do we want to offer a little bit more money to Darby now that we have it because of Whitehead? I think that might be a good idea. Let's go up to 7.3 and 4.03. 89 points. That's not a ton, but I also don't mind it at the same time. All right, let's advance the week. See if we get these guys, which I think we should. We got Darby. We got Kendall Fuller. Awesome. Let's go to the draft. With the 3rd overall pick, we're taking middle linebacker Marvin Sutherland. He's a 75 overall, hidden development, 22 years old, superstar development, 81 speed, 87 tackle, 80 block shed, 84 hit power. Now we have 2 first-round picks because of the Bears pick, so it's number 30. The Bears obviously a good team right now. I thought about trading our 3rd overall pick. There was some options, but didn't really seem worth it. Not taking a running back, not taking a quarterback, even though he looks pretty good. There is a right end right here, though. Calvin Ray, let's take him. 77 overall, hidden development, 21 years old, 74 power move, 70 finesse, 79 speed, 79 acceleration. In the 3rd round, we're taking receiver Evan Thornhill. He's a 68 overall, normal development, 21 years old, 93 speed and acceleration, 75 catching, 66 catching traffic. Heading into year 2, we're a 76 overall team. Carrs an 81, Jacob 77, Richard 76, Brown 94, Williams 83, Renfro's up to 73, Wilson 73, the offensive line 83, 64, 94, 77, and 73. On defense, Fuller 89, Ray 77, Hurst 80, Hankins 75, Farrell 79, Darby 84, Richard 71, Burfict 75, Sutherland 75, Lee 74. We also drafted Bradham 65, hidden development, and Joiners at 84. Now, it's kind of a shame that Abram isn't starting right here, but not much I can do because they're going to realign that anyways. But let's go to the midseason mark. At the midseason mark, we're in last place at 2-5. The Chargers are 4-4. The Broncos and the Chiefs are 3-4. Let's see who's going to be a free agent. That is Conley, who I should bring back as an 80 overall 25-year-old. We have $20.6 million. So let's go 5 years, 4.6. He'll be a number 3 guy. You need a better salary? Really? Hankins could probably leave. I'm not really too concerned about that. I mean, 1 year, I'll do 2 just because it probably won't get much better than that in 2 years. So that's fine. Lee, I'm not concerned about. Actually, you know what? Oh, definitely. Never mind. Not doing that. Ellis, our defensive tackle, we don't need. He can walk. Let's go to the draft. And by draft, I mean playoff. Of course, we didn't make the playoffs in year 2. How did we do? We went 6-10, coming in 3rd place. The Chiefs are 10-6, Chargers 9-7, and the Broncos are 5-11. That's what you get for trading for Joe Flacco. Derek Carr, 4,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. That's a pretty good year. Josh Jacobs, almost 1,100 yards, 5 touchdowns. Richard with 3. Receiving, Hunter Renfrow, 61 catches, 918, 4 touchdowns. Wow. Antonio Brown, 66 catches, 900 yards, 8 touchdowns. Wilson, 851 with 8. Williams, 624 with 2. I definitely think I'm going to cut him. On defense, Sutherland, 111 tackles. Awesome. Sack totals, 6 for Hurst, 5 for Burfict, 3.5 for Ray, 3 for Farrell and Lee. Interceptions, 2 for Abram and Fuller, 1 for Sutherland. He's definitely going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Safety count, 1 for Hurst. Defensive touchdown count, absolutely nothing. Yearly awards, what are we going to have here? Patrick Mahomes with the MVP. Gurley, Elliott, Carson. Nobody from the Raiders, but that's all right. Coach of the Year, Sean McVay. We're not going to be there. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. No Raiders. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. No Raiders. Offensive Rookie of the Year. We have Tobias at number 8. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we have Sutherland at 1. We have Ray at 5. And we have Bradham at 10. That's good. I want to see what all these hidden developments turned into. Mostly Bradham, because I don't remember what his little animation was. So let's see. What do we have for XP? None for Derek Carr, so he might be getting cut. Jacobs with 2. None for Williams. 2 for Renfrow. Few in the offensive line. What about on defense? Let's see. Ray star 4. That's good. Sutherland superstar with 6. So he'll be an 81. Bradham has superstar with 5. So he'll be a 70. That's awesome. So we're actually turning this defense around. No real weak spots, in my opinion. I guess maybe one of the outside linebackers, but we have 2 young guys at the end, some young linebackers, some young corners, some young free safeties of the Joiner, but I think we'll be fine. So let's go find out who's going to win the Super Bowl. The Browns beat the Rams 28-3. Let's take a look at the stats. Mayfield, 254, 4 touchdowns. Goff, 22 rating, 122 interceptions. Yikes. Gurley, 79 yards. Chubb, 74. Landry, 72 yards with a touchdown. Beckham, 70 with a touchdown. 2 touchdowns for Njoku. Nothing else too exciting. I don't know if we should just cut Derek Carr. Should we trade him? I think we need a new quarterback. I want to see if we can open up any money right now. And I imagine Derek Carr might be something. Yeah, we could open up $15 million. Trent Brown, we could cut, open up $14 million. Williams, I'm actually going to cut right here, right now. I don't really think he's worth all that kind of money. $11.6 million we just opened. Joyner, same thing, but we might be able to trade him away, so we'll deal with that for now. Gabe Jackson, what are we doing here? I know he's a 76 overall, but we could save $9 million. Like, what are we doing? I just don't get it. I'm not really concerned about that. Bailey, the kicker. Yeah, I'm not really concerned about all that. Let's just see who's going to be a free agent that we didn't bring back. That's right, Conley, who I definitely do want to bring back. And we have $21.4 million. Let's go here. Let's go there. He's going to come back. That's good. Bye, bye, bye. That's fine. And no, I'm not. Is that in sync? I believe that's in sync. Yeah, bye, bye, bye is in sync, right? Or is it the Backstreet Boys? I think it's in sync. I don't really remember, but I think it's in sync. 18.1. Trent Williams is there. Joey Bosa is there, which I wish we needed an end because he would be on my team right now. Richard Sherman. We got some running backs. We could go with Yonda for a year. I know we didn't cut Jackson, but maybe not. I guess that doesn't really make sense. Luke Wilson does have star development, but that's really not all that great either. We do need another receiver, and I think Zay Jones might be the answer for the right price. Yeah, 3 years, 5'5", 2.65, 91 total points. Calais Campbell's there as a backup we could do. I don't really see anybody else. This team's in such a weird position because we need like offensive line help, but at the same time we have some young guys that's like we don't need offensive line help. Like, do I bring in Yonda for just 1 year? I'll bring in Yonda for 1 year. 94 points. He probably will take that, I hope. So let's advance the week. See if we get our guy, which I imagine we will. Yes, we got Yonda. We got Zay Jones. That's fine. Let's go to the draft. So we have the 7th overall draft pick, and there's so many good linebackers and ends right here. There's some running backs, some quarterbacks. Not going to do that, though. Do we want to go with receiver Cullen Cole? Maybe. I do want to look at the offensive line prospects first. Nothing for first round. There's not a single offensive line first round prospect. Really? I guess we're going to go with this guy. He looks awesome. Let's take him. 73 overall, hidden development, 22 years old. 89 speed and acceleration, 76 catching, 82 catch and trap. How do I not take this quarterback in the second round? Jimmy Mahone. He looks so good. I'm going to take him. 70 overall, hidden development, 21 years old. 88 throw power, 76 deep accuracy, 77 medium, 82 short. I don't know if we're going to cut or trade Derek Carr right now, but eventually we'll have our backup ready to go. With our other second round draft pick, we're taking left tackle Rashard Bullard. He's a 65 overall, normal development, 23 years old, 84 strength, 69 run block, 71 pass block. So we are going to try to trade away Derek Carr, see if we can get at least a 2, 5, and a 7, Tranquil a 4 and a 5. I don't think the Patriots are the best bet, but we don't really need Tranquil. I think I'd rather the second round draft pick. Yeah, let's trade him to the Patriots. Heading into year 3, we have a 76 overall team. Mahomes a 70, Jacob 79, Brown 92, Jones 81, Wilson 73, the offensive line 84, 76, 93, 83, and 74. On defense, Fuller 90, Ray 81, Hurst 82, Hankins 75, Farrell's at 80, Darby 85, Abrams 72, Bradham's at 70, Sutherland 84, Burfict 72, and Joyner's at 83. I mean, this team's pretty good in my opinion. We'll have to see how Mahone does, but let's go to the midseason mark. At the midseason mark, we are 3-3-1 in first place, which is awesome. The Chargers are 3-4, the Chiefs are 3-4, and the Broncos are 1-6. Now, Antonio Brown's going to be a free agent, and we're just going to let him walk away. Yonda, I'm not worried about. Maurice Hurst is definitely coming back. Let's see, we have $36 million, so let's go 3, 4.4, 2.43. Really, he wants more salary. Miller can come back. PJ Hall, probably. Miller wants way too much money. If he takes this, that's fine. Everything aside from the salary. What's going on? PJ Hall is 26 years old. I'll do 3 years, $2 million. That's fine. I almost just want to cut Antonio Brown. Actually, no, we're in first place. We probably shouldn't do that. Everyone else, maybe I'll bring him back, just not right now. But let's go to the playoffs. Wow, we didn't end up making the playoffs. That's a little disappointing. We came in second place at 8-7-1. The Chiefs won the division at 9-7. The Broncos are 4-11-1. The Chargers are 3-13. See how Jimmy Mahone did. 3,900 yards, 27 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Rushing, Jacobs 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. Richard with 6. Receiving, Antonio Brown 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Zay Jones 932 with 8. Wilson 626, 5 touchdowns. Renfro 511 with 3. There he is, 15 yards. Wow, pretty good. Sutherland 125 tackles, which is awesome. Sack totals, Bradham 6.5, Hurst with 5, Farrell with 3. Interceptions, 3 for Conley, 2 for Darby, 1 for Sutherland, Mullen, Abram, and Joyner. Do we have any safeties or defensive touchdowns? We have a safety by Farrell, which is good to see. No defensive touchdowns. Yearly awards. Elliott with the MVP, of course. Mayfield, Trubisky. There's going to be no Raiders. Coach of the Year, Freddie Kitchens. I mean, I doubt we're up here. Yeah, I didn't think so. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. No Raiders, but Andy Dalton's up here. Defensive Player of the Year. Maybe Sutherland? Really? Can't sneak his way into the top 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jimmy Mahone. That makes sense. We also have Colin Cool, the receiver right here, number 10. Defensive Rookie of the Year. We're not going to really have anything. Let's see. I think he has star development on quarterback, but I'm hoping he might have like 5, 6 XP, something in that range. He has 7 star development up to a 77. He has 5, will be a 78. What does Renfro get? 1? Antonio Brown will be gone unless we can offer him a contract at free agency for cheap money. On defense, Sutherland with 2 be an 86. Bradham with 5 will be a 75. Defensive line, everything's looking good on defense, other than I guess strong safety and right outside linebacker, but that really shouldn't be holding us down all too much. But let's go find out who's going to win the Super Bowl. The Giants beat the Texans 27-17. Let's take a look at the stats. Please don't beat Daniel Jones. Teddy Bridgewater, 186, 2 touchdowns. Watson, 285 with a touchdown. Barkley, 72 yards with a touchdown. Hicks with a touchdown. Fuller, 77 yards. Hopkins, 72. Eifert, 54 with a touchdown. Aguilar, 53. Touchdown for Ingram. Nothing else too exciting. Now, a few players turned us down like Maurice Hurst, so, he's definitely coming back. If we have to cut some people to make some money, I will definitely do that. Oh, did Antonio Brown retire? That's what it looks like. Was he like 31? I think so. I'm like 100% sure he's 31, which doesn't make sense if he retired. Like, why is Yonda still here? I don't really want to do that right now. Miller, I know, wanted more salary, but he's already making so much money. He's not all that great in my opinion. But I don't think we're going to find anything better, so I'll re-sign him. What do these guys want for money? No, you can leave. Right end. Key is a backup, I guess. 2 years, $950. Like, that's nothing if he'll come back. You want to go to free agency? Okay, bye. Parker, goodbye. The rest of these guys, so long. Farewell. I do want to see what we have for money that we can open up. Looks like Hudson we could cut. That doesn't make sense. Trent Brown we could cut, but I could probably trade him as well. Do we just cut Joyner? Do we try to trade him? I don't know if that really makes sense. Gabe Jackson still there, still kicking around. But I think this is the year we just let him go. I'd rather open up that money, try to bring in a different player, bring in a few other players, try to piece together that position. Worley's still there. That's fine. Let's go to free agency, see what we could do with all this money. I mean, not all this money, the money that we do have. Let's see, $27.89 million. Barkley's there. Wow. I would love to do that. I've never seen that before. Van Der Esch, 96 points, superstar development. Let's go 5 years. Let's go $10 million. We need an outside linebacker, so this makes sense to me. 103, yeah, he's definitely going to come with that. Kelsey, no. Von Miller doesn't make sense. Gallup. I mean, we're going to have Jones, we're going to have Renfro, and we're going to have the guy we drafted last year. So I guess Gallup doesn't really make sense. Do we really want Callaway, Zay Jones, Renfro, and the guy we drafted? I don't really know about that. Josh Jacobs will be fine. Corbett wouldn't be a terrible pickup because Kirkland's really not doing that much. I'm going to see what this does for us. 105. Okay, that should seal the deal. And did we try to get Connor Williams as well? don't know if we have the money to get Connor Williams, so we might try to open up some money because I do want to fix this offensive line if we can. We do have 2 seasons left. So how are we going to do this? Trent Brown, no. Joyner, I don't know about that. Is there any other way I could open up some money? Worley we can cut. We have Fuller, we have Conley, we have Darby. So I'll just cut him. That'll open us $2 million. See if we can... I feel like we can do something with that. It's not going to be some crazy, crazy move. Where is he? There he is. Actually, we didn't make him an offer. Why does it say we did? Did we make him an offer? We're just not up there? Oh, no, we are. 105. Why am I losing? Oh, we're looking for Connor Williams. Jeez. Where is he? I probably went by him. There he is. I was so confused for a second. Let's go 4 years. Let's go 8. Let's go 2.5. They made a crazy offer to Trent Williams, by the way. So I think this is somewhat realistic in my opinion. So we still have 3.7. Tyler Croft. I don't want to do that. Hughes. I wouldn't mind like a cutie as our number 2 guy. I don't know if this is really going to do the trick at 73 points. We're going to have to wait and see. But let's advance the week. See if we can get some of these offensive linemen. We got Williams. We got Van Der Esch. We got everybody. Perfect. With the 19th pick in the first round, we're taking cornerback Roland Cooper. He's a 76 overall, hidden development, superstar X Factor. Awesome. 94 speed, 74 man in zone, 75 play rec. In the second round, we're taking tight end Brendan Arnold. Looks awesome. 67 overall. I stand corrected. Normal development. 82 speed, 74 catching, 58 run block, 59 awareness. In the third round, we're taking free safety Alan Harmon. He's a 65 overall. Normal development. 22 years old. 84 speed, 63 zone, 66 tackles, 74 pursuit. Heading into year 4, we have a 76 overall team, 83 offense, 83 defense. Mahomes up to an 80, Jacobs 81, Jones 81, Cutie 79, Renfro 76, Cool 78. So we're going to have to refresh that real quick so he's our number 3 guy. Moreau 72, the offensive line, 83, 80, 91, 80, and 76. Looking pretty good. On defense, Fuller 91, Ray 82, Hurst 83, Hankins 74, Farrell 82, Darby 84, Cooper 76, who does have superstar X Factor. Abrams 74 up to star development. Bradham 75, Sutherland 86, Van Der Esch 94, Joyner 82. Does this defense get any better? Because I don't really think so. And on offense, we're pretty good to go other than, I guess, tight end. I mean, look at this offensive line. It's absolutely stacked in my opinion. But let's go to the midseason mark, see how we do. And of course, at the midseason mark, we are in last place at 2-4-1. The Chiefs are 4-3, Chargers 4-3, and the Broncos are 3-5. I have no idea who's going to be a free agent. That is Hudson, who I'm definitely going to bring back. Darby, Trent Brown. Oh, Cleveland Farrell's there. What do we have for money? 73.4. So we could definitely make this work. 34.5 for Trent Brown. Thank you. Come on back. Oh, a lot of rookies. That's right. So let's focus on that. Let's give him 5 years. 9.3, 3.75. That's fine. Joyner, I'm not really concerned about right now. Josh Jacobs, you can come right on back. 5 years, 2.8. He's definitely going to take that, right? Thank you. Where is Abram? There he is. Hankins is there as well. I'm going to go 5 years, 2.2 for Abram. Good, good, good. Jonathan Hankins, why not? Trevor, I figured out to look at him all. I had him on my list too. We can't even make him an offer right now. What does Hankins want? I'll go 2 years, 2.2. We still have so much money, which is crazy. He wants more salary, I think that said. What does Renfro want? Can't be much, yeah. Let's go 4 years, 2.3 for Renfro. He's going to come right on back. Joyner's there. Darby's there. Hudson's there. That will take up a big amount of money. Let's go like that for Hudson for one final run. Darby, same thing. We need you back. I'll go 2 years, 7.1. I can't believe he wants 1 year at this point in his career. And then it's really just Joyner, who for 2.2, how do I not do that? Thank you. But let's go to the playoffs. And we didn't make the playoffs in year 4. How did we do? We went 8-7-1, coming in second place again. The Chargers are 10-6, Chiefs 8-8, and the Broncos are 4-10-2. Take a look at the stats. Mahomes, 3,500 yards, 27 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Not all that great. Jacobs, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Richard with 2. Receiving, Zay Jones, 797, 4 touchdowns. Moreau, 757, 3 touchdowns. Renfro, 725 with 9. QD, 577 with 4. Cool, 2 touchdowns, 124. Not all that great. On defense, Van Der Esch, 133 tackles, 118 for Sutherland, 100 for Kendall Fuller. Sack total, 7.5 for Van Der Esch, 6.5 for Hurst, 5.5 for Ray and Farrell, 2 for Sutherland and Bradham. Interceptions, 3 for Darby, 2 for Joyner and Fuller, 1 for Van Der Esch, Conley, and Sutherland. What do we have for safeties or defensive touchdowns? We have a defensive touchdown by somebody. Joyner, of course, who did come back, though. So that's fine. Yearly awards, Elliott with the MVP. Do we have any Raiders up here? No, but Marcus Mariota for some reason. Coach of the Year, nothing. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, no Raiders. Defensive Player of the Year, Van Der Esch at 3. That's going to be it. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we have Arnold number 6. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we have nothing. Wonderful. Now, what are we going to have for XP? We have one more offseason to go, and I think we will be able to make good moves right now. So let's see. Mahone with 2 being 82, already better than Derek Carr's overall. 1 for Zay Jones, 2 for QD, 1 here, 2 for Renfro. Renfro's actually playing pretty well and going up in the overall. 2 for Ray, 3 for Sutherland being 89, 3 for Bradham being 78, which is awesome. 76 for Abram. I mean, this defense doesn't get much better. He has 4 being 80 with Superstar X Factor, and in the offseason, for some reason, you do get more XP, even when you don't play. I'm just starting to notice that, but let's go find out who's going to win the Super Bowl. The Rams beat the Browns 28-17. Let's take a look at the stats. Mayfield, 303, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Goff, 180, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Gurley, 90 yards, 3 touchdowns. Wow, Chubb, 71. Landry, 91 yards. Njoku, 65 with a touchdown. Kupp 63, Beckham 52, touchdown for Brandon Cooks. Touchdown for Schneider, if you say so. Now, I know some guys did turn us down, but we have so much money, and we could cut people if we wanted to, open up a little bit more money. Is it just Hankins? Oh, and Mullen we did want to bring back, even though it's not a huge concern right now. I'm going to go like this, 3, 2.2. He's going to go to free agency. I mean, that's not really the biggest loss in the world. Let's go 3 years for Mullen. He's going to re-sign. That's good. I mean, he didn't play that bad. So I'll go 4 years, 1.7. We still have 20.7 million in cap space. Richards, I didn't look at Max Crosby either. I'm not really too concerned about it. I don't really like his hair either. Look at that thing. That doesn't look anything like his picture. I don't get it. Kirkland, no. Brian, no. Let's see. Who is going to be there? Are we going to have to cut anybody to make some room? I want to see, what do we have? 20.41. That's 1 or 2 good players if we want it to be. And DeAndre Hopkins is there. So there's our one good player. Let's go 4 years. Let's go 12 million. Let's go 8.11. 95 total points. I'm going to have to put that up a little bit more. Just a little bit. That's a little bit more than a little bit, but that's all right. 99 total. Were we just... Oh, no. That's fine. Never mind. Byron Jones is there. Kyle Fuller could bring in the brother if we wanted to. Rocky Sin, Andy Isabella's there. We have Fuller, we have Darby, we have Conley. Trying to think what else we need. We need Xavier Woods, but Joyner should be fine. We brought him back. Jeffrey Simmons is there. Polite Atkins is there, which wouldn't be a terrible idea. I just don't see it happening. I want to bring in another corner. Is David Long the answer? I'm going to go 2, 4.6. That's still 71 total points. And Sheldon Richardson might be the play as our second defensive tackle or not. So you know what? Let's take Long back. Let's go for Sheldon Richardson. Oh, yeah, because we have the guy we drafted. That makes plenty of sense. There we go. 4.62 million. 102. Let's beat out the Chargers or the Caps if you watch my Jets rebuild. Let's see. We got rejected by both of them. Are you guys out of your mind right now? How does that happen? I guess I'm going to make a play at Andy Isabella, and I'm going to overpay for him because I want him on this team. I can't believe DeAndre Hopkins turned us down. 115 is way, way too much. I'm kind of at a loss for words. I can't believe that happened. Walker I'll bring in as a backup. right? Because Bradham's a 75. I think he has, 3 or 4 XP points, so that'd be fine. Let's advance the week, see if we can beef up this team a little bit. We got Isabella, we got Walker, that's fine. Let's go do our final draft. With the 15th pick in the first round, we're taking left tackle Will Callaway. He's a 68 overall, normal development, 22 years old, 87 strength, 70 run block, 72 pass block. In the second round, we're taking cornerback Rashawn Franklin. He's a 67 overall, normal development, 22 years old, 93 speed, 61 man, 68 zone, 64 play rec. Heading into our final year, we're a 77 overall team, 83 offense, 85 defense. Mahomes an 82, Jacobs 82, Isabella 83, Zay Jones 81, Cuties an 81, Cool's a 79, Moreau 74, the offensive line, 82, 81, 87, 80, and 76. On defense, Fuller's a 90, Conley 81, Ray 84, Meads is a 63 with hidden development, Hurst 83, Hall 73, Farrell 83, Darby 83. We also have Cooper who's at 80 with Superstar X Factors, our 4th string corner. Abram 76, Walker 78, Bradham 78. Let's make sure he's starting. Sutherland 89, Van Der Esch 95, Joyner 78. Let's go to playoffs. And of course, we don't make the playoffs in our final year. How did we do? We went 6-10, tied with the Broncos. The Chargers 11-5, the Chiefs 10-6. I don't get it. We're like an 83 overall team if you actually average it out. Mahomes, 3,800 yards, 22 touchdowns. Well, that sounds about it. 14 interceptions. There's the reason. Jacobs, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. Awesome season. Isabella, 891, 8 touchdowns. Zay Jones, 832 with 1. Moreau, 732, 8 touchdowns. Cutie, 609 with 3. Renfro, 131. He's down here because Renfro's playing for some reason. I don't get that. Van Der Esch, 119 tackles, 101 for Sutherland. Sack totals, 7 for Ray, 6 for Bradham, 5.5 for Farrell, 5 for Van Der Esch. Interceptions, 2 for Abram and Joyner, 1 for Bradham, Van Der Esch, Sutherland, Fuller, and Conley. Do we have any safeties? We do, at least 2. By Bradham and Ray. Defensive touchdowns by nobody, which is just awesome. Yearly awards. Brissett with the MVP. Sounds about right. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Nobody. Defensive Player of the Year. We have Van Der Esch at number 5. Woohoo! Offensive Rookie of the Year. This is really, really unbelievable, if I'm being honest. Bryant at number 3. We should have made the playoffs. That's the only way to put it. I know the Chargers are a good team. I know the Chiefs are a good team. But we have a good team. And that's the only way to put it. Like, what do we have for XP? Looking pretty good. I know Mahone only has 1, but the offensive line's looking great. I mean, what about on defense? Meads has star development with 3 XP points. Ray with 2. 1 for Sutherland, 3 for Bradham. Where's Cooper? There he is with 1. How? How is that possible? I'm going to upgrade our team one more time. I want to see what we actually got up to. John Gruner is retiring. Oh, shame. Let's see. We are an 82 overall team with an 85 offense and an 87 defense and went 6-10. So who did we draft? We drafted Mahone. We drafted Cool right here, who's an 80. All right. On the offensive line, what do? We drafted Ray 72, Bullard 69, Sparks 61. On defense, we drafted so many good players. Ray's an 86, Mean 66, Sutherland with superstar development 90, Bradham 81, Cooper 81 with superstar X Factor. Chamberlain's a 60, that's not all too great. Bryant 71, Harmon's a 70 up here. I mean, come on. How does this team not make it? But that is going to be it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a like down below. Make sure to check out my channel, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.